What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kinetic615 back for another one. Alright, so we are in the 2028 off season. We unfortunately were not able to go back to back with the national championships, losing in the semifinals. So we did go 15-1. Record wise, it was our best year, but the previous season we had won a national championship. So, you know, probably a better season. Despite having the extra loss on the record. But so this is going to be a relatively short video, I would hope. But this is just going to be the off season. We're going to do players leaving up until National Signing Day, at which point I will do position changes, roster cuts, and then the preseason board for the next season off video. And then the next video I do after this, probably tomorrow, will be week 1 of the next season, the 2029 season. So, alright, so let's jump into it real quick. Let's take a look at the players who are leaving. And I've already taken a peek at this, and man, are we losing a lot. We are going to be going into full rebuild mode. So just a quick look, man. Here, look. We are potentially losing all of our quarterbacks. All of our quarterbacks. Why is Ben Hyde talking about leaving when he's probably the starter? If CJ Carr and Bryce Baker are leaving and Michael Van Buren's leaving, Ben Hyde is probably our starter. Why is he talking about leaving for playing time? EA, that needs to be fixed. Why would the projected #1 quarterback on the roster, the only quarterback currently on the roster looking at still being here next season, trying to leave for playing time? That's crazy. But we are looking at losing our entire quarterback room, our entire running back room, most of our wide receiver room. I mean, 5 of the 7 guys here were 5 of our top 6 wide receivers. Only Liam Thorpe has a chance to come back. And then 2 of the guys that were supposed to step up and be next are talking about leaving. Like, for playing time. We got Jamar Browder talking about leaving for playing time when he's set up to be the top tight end or 2 tight ends there. Dorian Hunley leaving. And Stewart. So our #1 and #2 left tackles. Our #1 and #2 left guards. And then, of course, the guy that would be up after them is talking about leaving. Ty Haywood, our starting center, talking about leaving. I mean, he is leaving. We're losing our top 2 right guards. Losing our starting right tackle. Losing our top 2 left edges. Losing 3 of our top 4 defensive tackles. Losing our top 2 right edges. Losing our top Sam linebacker. Our top 2 Mike linebackers. Our top 2 Will linebackers. We're losing all 5 of our starting cornerbacks. Looking at losing all 3 of our free safeties and our top strong safety. And we're looking at losing our kicker. Why? Transfer potential? Pro potential? What? Bro. What? That's insane. Alright. Well, let's take a look here. This is nuts. First of all, let's try to keep our fucking kicker. We're keeping him, okay. Alright, what about our quarterback? We're not, so we have no quarterbacks. We have 0 quarterbacks. What about... Okay, let's see. Let's try to keep Vernon Nordine. Alright, so he's staying. Alright, let's try to keep Dom Lawrence. He's gone. Wow. He was going to be probably our top wide receiver. Man. EA's got to fix this, dude. Our starting... What? Our starting free safety is leaving because of conference prestige? It's the Big Ten! Fucking what? Our starting running back is gone. Our other projected starting wide receiver's gone. Wow, man. This is nuts. Wow. So out of all of those, the only ones that we got to stay were Otis Beck, our kicker, and then our tight end, left guard, corner, and defensive tackle. Everybody else is leaving. I need to write this down because we're going to have to hit these in the portal. So, Jesus Christ, dude. Alright, portal losses. So we are losing... This is just to the portal. These are ones that were unexpected. Or I guess let's do it this way. The ones that were unexpected. Alright, so we're losing tight end, two wide receivers, three wide receivers, we have no quarterbacks. We're losing our projected starter at will linebacker. Our projected starter at right edge. We're losing all of our running backs. Left guard and a safety. I don't even think we're going to be able to replace all of them. I don't think I have enough spots on the recruiting board. Because that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 14. I'm pretty sure we don't have 14 spots open, but we'll have to do what we can. Alright, let's advance. Oh, we gained a whole bunch of levels. That's cool. see. So we can finish these then. We can't open up CEO yet, but we can open up Program Builder. We can go ahead and get Relationship Builder. We can start getting strong roots. Let's take a look at the draft results. Alright, so CJ Carr, Bryce Baker, Reggie Dial, Zaire Flanagan, Donovan Murph, Amarian Stewart, John Anthony Hall, Ty Haywood, George Cherry, Max Simonson, Dorian Hundley, Zena Umeazulu, Wendell Gregory, Lugard Edikpai, Cameron Booth, Gabe Williams, Taylor Kiernan, Deontay Liggins, Josiah Edmond, Jaden Sanders, and Shamari Earls all went round 1. Chris Lawson, Jake Guarnera, Brian Jordan, Brenton Brooks, Cordell Carver, and Garrett Stover all went round 2. Micah Kaapana, Luke Harpring, Ted Hammond, and Terrion Nichols went round 3. Coy Beasley went round 5. Michael Van Buren round 6. Elias Williams round 6. And Byron Baldwin Jr. round 7. Okay, we have 14 spots open. Okay. So exactly what we needed, I guess. Alright, let's look at 3-star minimum, 1-tier pipeline minimum. Alright, let's first get 2 quarterbacks on here. So we'll go after Quincy Merritt, a freshman. And we'll go with David Chosen. Wait a minute. Why is it saying we only need 1? Okay, we got John Gillikin, we got Stuber. And Merritt. That would only give us only 3. We need at least 4. Alright, running backs. We're going to need 2 or 3. Let's start with 2. So backfield threat, elusive bruiser, contact seeker, backfield threat, contact seeker. Alright, let's go backfield threat and elusive bruiser. Wide receiver, we're going to need 3 here. A contested specialist, speedster. I like the speedster. What's this guy? Physical route runner, I like him. Let's take one from Little Bro. You know what? Fuck it. We'll take 4. Well, we can't do that. Hold on. Maybe. We'll come back to that. Tight end. We're going to need 1. Because Jamar Browder right there is fucking leaving. Hey, Eli Owens wants to come back. Do we bring him back? There's not really a whole lot to choose from here. You know what? I'm going to take this guy instead, and if I have to move a wide receiver to tight end, I will. Alright, offensive tackle. Let's get... Hold on. I don't think we actually need an offensive... We do. We need a left guard. Could get Rodgers and move him into guard. Let's try to go after Rodgers. Losing Hicks, so I need a speed rusher. Go Carlos Cole from Illinois, and then apparently we need a D tackle. Let's go Braden Boone. Go after Regis. God, why is Mitrione, like, come on, dude. You were literally the starter. Conference prestige? Dude, come on. You got an ACC team on your top 5, and you left the Big Ten for conference prestige? Come on, man. Go after Ron Reese, I guess. Go after Neely. Alright, so that's going to be our board. So let's go ahead and get them offered. I don't know if fully scouting them actually does anything for your influence with them, but I might as well use the points that I have, right? The hours that I have left over. I don't like his speed, but it is what it is. Alright, now before we advance, we're going to go ahead and do something here. So, let's see. So, the positions that we're recruiting, we got QB, running back, wide receiver, offensive line, edge, linebacker, DB. So pretty much all the position groups. Alright. So we're going to go through and we're going to try to hit some skill caps with our players, especially the ones that are leaving. Might as well do what they can to help us recruit before they leave. Man, we are going to be in such a bad rebuild mode. Okay, so that'll help us slightly. And this is because we have the motivator tier 1 talent that increases recruit interest whenever a current player hits a skill cap. So that's all we're trying to do here, is just get little tiny boosts to influence with players in recruiting. There we go. Even the true freshmen helped us get a little bit of influence with the transfer portal guys. Alright, I'm just going to keep going through and doing this. Not a whole lot to talk about while I'm doing this. be fair to Jamar Browder, I mean, I guess, like, this guy right here was probably going to take over tight end 2. Or if not tight end 1. Ahead of him, so as much as I like Jamar Browder, I get it, I guess, but I could have moved Browder back to wide receiver. See if doing this, if we can get all of our guys locked up weeks 2 and 3. Man, this is gonna be a huge rebuild. Like, we lost so many. Caden Strayhorn might finally get his chance to start at center. sad when you have like sophomores and juniors that leave early to go to the draft to be 4th, 5th round picks when they could stay for one more year, get developed for one more year, and then be a 1st round pick the next year. Wow. This freshman here, redshirt freshman now, got over 100 points just from players getting drafted. Try to make him a power rusher at position changes. I was just thinking about something. I don't think this game understands. I mean, it's EA and they make Madden, so they should understand it. But I don't think the game understands how draft picks work. Because I think if this thing was true, then that means that my team alone had like the vast majority of first rounders in the draft this year. So no, like, I'm willing to bet if I look through my team and other teams, I'll find more than 32 first rounders that were drafted. This guy got 125. Pretty sure, didn't lie. No, he was one that decided to come back. This guy's going to be a good D tackle for us. So will this guy, jeez. Alright, so we got through that, and we advanced to week 2 of off-season recruiting. We did get locked out of Braden Boone. Wow. Okay then. So we need a gap specialist or rusher, either one. Travis Moten wants to come back. We'll go with Christian Ingram. All right. Double soft sell there for Lamont Rogers. Schedule a visit for week 3. Brand exposure. Yeah. Have him go on a local podcast. Soft sell status seeker. I guess we'll hard sell status seeker since that's apparently the only one that has brand exposure and conference prestige. Alright, for Boudreaux, schedule a visit for week 3, brand exposure, playing time. So that could be primetime player. Could be Star Search. Let's get the quarterbacks scheduled. Okay, so it has to be one of these two, so we'll double soft sell there. Alright, so we'll double soft sell there for Terrell Carrion. D'Angelo Regis will schedule for week 1. Let's take shots in the dark here and double soft sell those two. Sammy Moore. Again, just kind of taking shots in the dark here. Double soft sell there. Alright, we'll double soft sell Gamer and Sunday Player. Alright, so we're not going to be able to do a visit here, so we just gotta hope we can do it the old-fashioned way. So we know Coach Prestige, let's soft sell aspirational goals and house call. Alright, let's advance the week. Alright, we got Keelan Adams, 4-star wide receiver from Virginia Beach, Virginia. 4-star edge rusher Carlos Cole from Batavia, Illinois. 4-star linebacker D'Angelo Regis from Bradenton, Florida. 4-star safety Ron Reese from Oradell, New Jersey. 3-star Mike linebacker Raphael Neely from Brooklyn, New York. 4-star running back Terrell Carrion. 4-star offensive tackle Lamont Rogers. Doesn't look like we missed out or lost out on anybody yet. Pedro. We didn't get his... Man, okay. It's gotta be a football influencer. We should get a commitment from Moore this week. We know his pitch is primetime player. Let's see, Merritt, slight lead over Florida, but we have a visit this week. And now we know his pitch, so hopefully we can close out Merritt this week. Dakota Francis, we've got a large lead. We should get be able to get a commitment there. David Chosen, same deal basically. Let's see, primetime player. Andre and Nadi. We'll go ahead and flip this to the hard sell. Christian Ingram still in top 8. UCLA is trying to jump into it, but I think we're going to be okay. Alright, let's advance the week. Go to week 4. Alright, we got commitments from 4-star quarterback Quincy Merritt, 4-star wide receiver Andre Anati, 4-star wide receiver Dom Boudreau, 4-star quarterback David Chosen, 4-star running back Dakota Francis, 4-star wide receiver Sammy Moore. Alright, we're still trying to get Ingram. It's got to be one of those two. Alright, change that out. And we got Ingram. Cool. So we got all of our targets. Alright, so let's take a look at our final recruiting class. So, we've got 5-star quarterback John Gillikin from Tacoma, Washington, 6'4", 201, ranked number 1 overall prospect nationally, committed to Michigan, and looks to potentially, I mean, maybe he'll even start, I don't know. Merritt's probably our starter this year. And then we go to Gillikin, we'll have to see, but he has impact dev. 5-star safety Tim Guy, 6'3", 203 out of Brooklyn, New York, ranked number 5 nationally, number 1 overall free safety. 4-star Ron Reese, another safety out of Oradell, New Jersey, a sophomore transfer, 6'2", 209, ranked number 5 nationally in the transfer portal, number 2 overall at the free safety. Billy Ogburn, a 5-star edge rusher out of high school, South Bend, Indiana, 6'4", 246, ranked number 1 at his position and number 8 nationally. Lamont Rogers, a 4-star offensive lineman, junior transfer out of Mesquite, Texas, 6'6", 345, ranked number 9 nationally among portal prospects, number 1 at his position. Then we got 5-star corner Terrence Blizzard out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, 6'2", 176, ranked number 10 nationally, number 3 overall corner. We got Angel Awasika, a 5-star corner out of Southfield, Michigan, 6'1", 177, ranked number 4 at the position and number 11 nationally. Sophomore transfer wide receiver Dom Boudreau out of Fort Washington, Maryland, 6'1", 191, ranked number 2 at his position in the portal, number 14 nationally. 5-star cornerback Alex Lambo out of Powder Springs, Georgia, 5'11", 195, ranked number 7 at corner, number 24 nationally. 4-star freshman transfer Terrell Carrion out of River Rouge, Michigan, 5'9", 172, ranked number 5 at the position of running back in the portal, number 37 nationally in the portal. 4-star linebacker D'Angelo Regis, a freshman transfer from Bradenton, Florida, 6'1", 230, ranked number 2 at the position nationally and number 38 nationally in the portal. Keelan Duzable, a 4-star offensive lineman, 6'2", 292, out of Country Club Hills, Illinois, ranked number 1 at his position, number 40 overall. Sammy Moore, 4-star wide receiver out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, 6'5", 194, ranked number 5 at his position, number 43 overall. Lawrence Kalawaiaya, a 4-star offensive lineman out of Upland, California, 6'1", 319, ranked number 44 overall. 4-star offensive lineman Malcolm Kopp out of Williamstown, New Jersey, 6'2", 282, ranked number 47 overall. 4-star wide receiver Rashard Suggs out of Norcross, Georgia, 6'1", 178, ranked number 11 at his position, number 59 overall. Edge rusher Zach O'Toole out of Chicago, Illinois, 6'3", 221, ranked number 7 at the position, number 62 nationally. Warren Gizzi, a 4-star edge rusher out of Bethesda, Maryland, 6'3", 230, ranked number 76 nationally, number 9 at his position. 4-star edge rusher sophomore transfer Carlos Cole out of Batavia, Illinois, 6'1", 233, ranked number 3 at his position, number 78 nationally. 4-star quarterback Quincy Merritt from Tampa, Florida, a freshman transfer, 6'5", 193, ranked number 8 at his position, number 80 nationally. Robert Kafka, 4-star offensive lineman, Crystal Lake, Illinois, 6'8", 281, ranked number 5 nationally, number 81 overall. 4-star corner Kona Nguyen out of Bradenton, Florida, 5'10", 182. Ranked number 10 at the position, number 82 nationally. Junior transfer wide receiver Keelan Adams out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, 6'2", 191. Ranked number 11 at the position, number 87 nationally. 4-star sophomore transfer running back Dakota Francis from Atlanta, Georgia, 6'1", 215. Number 14 at his position, number 90 nationally. Arsenio Cavazos, 4-star offensive lineman out of Reseda, California, 6'4", 313, number 3 at the position, number 94 nationally. David Chosen, a 4-star quarterback out of Fairburn, Georgia, sophomore transfer, 6'2", 193, ranked number 13 at the position, number 104 nationally. Andre Nadi, a 4-star sophomore transfer wide receiver out of Mount Dora, Florida, 6'1", 204, ranked number 23 at the position, number 137 nationally. Rashard Wimper, a 4-star offensive lineman, 6'5", 276, committed to Michigan from his hometown state of city of Novi, Michigan, ranked number 152 nationally, number 9 at the position. 4-star tight end Demarius Lynch out of Park Ridge, Illinois, 6'3", 228. Again, just going to be a little bit light on the athleticism, but overall decent prospect. 4-star athlete projected as a quarterback Bryce Stuber out of Southfield, Michigan, 6'4", 192, ranked number 12 among quarterbacks, number 199 overall national. 4-star linebacker Kyler Radley out of Frankfort, Illinois, 6', 234, 4-star, ranked number 244 nationally, number 15 overall. Christian Ingram, a 3-star junior transfer defensive tackle out of Conyers, Georgia, 6'6", 316. Four-star offensive lineman Jamie Pettis out of Zeeland, Michigan, 6'2", 289, ranked number 11 at the position, number 387 nationally. Then we got 3-star linebacker Raphael Neely out of Brooklyn, New York, 6'2", 248, ranked number 16 nationally among his position, number 438 overall. And then finally, 3-star kicker Tim Price out of LaPorte, Texas, 6', 189, ranked number 7 at the position, number 950 overall. That end result gives us the number 1 recruiting class in the country with 6 5-stars, 26 4-stars, and 3 3-stars. Alright guys, so that's going to be the episode. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Check out the GoFundMe link in the YouTube bio. It's also linked at the top of my X or Twitter page, at Kinetic615. Feel free to hit me up And follow me everywhere on social media at Kinetic615. And until next time, guys, as always, it's Skull.